Hello friends, Clayton Phillips here from Woody's RV World in Leduc, Alberta, Canada, just 15 minutes south of Edmonton here. And I am excited to shoot a brand new arrival here at our dealership in Leduc, the all-new Transcend 26 RLS travel trailer by Grand Design RV. This is a non-bunk model, it's a couples coach. And Grand Design has done just an absolute phenomenal job reintroducing the classic rear lounge layout. And with what Grand Design has done, their innovative floor plans, the things that they do at their factory, we are just so excited to represent this product. The Transcend, folks, in my opinion, I think it's one of the nicest looking trailers on the market today. Grand Design has done just such a phenomenal job. It's got a very contemporary, modern look, very linear style graphics, which blends well into the type of siding that they're using on this trailer. Please note, folks, this is not an entry-level trailer. There are a lot of people in the market that get confused when they see an aluminum-sided trailer, and we're going to brag about the aluminum on this particular product, the siding that Grand Design has done. Grand Design is all about foundation. They're all about fit, structure, how they're producing their products. For example, Grand Design, every single brand that Grand Design builds, they build on their very own assembly line. So the Transcend line, the only thing that's built on that assembly line is a Transcend, which is really, really important to maximize the quality control that manufacturers go through when manufacturing RVs. When some manufacturers, to note, is that they build sometimes 2, 3, 4 different brands on one assembly line, and that can get quite confusing to assembly line workers when they're manufacturing the product. When you do furniture changes, floor plan changes, color changes, build changes, all of those things can really help drop the quality of the product. Which becomes a disadvantage to you who's looking at purchasing this type of RV, or any RV for that matter. And Grand Design is just really doing it right. So this is going to be a detailed video, folks. If you don't want to hear me talk for 30 minutes, check out our fly-through video. It'll be a much shorter video. But again, we're going to get into some detail if you really want to know the nuts and bolts on this particular product. So again, Grand Design Transcend 26 RLS. This is 32 feet exactly. They've found a really good formula. They've got a couple other floor plans that are 32 feet, so they're using the same chassis on them. But one of the things you'll find with the Transcend product is it's Grand Design's way of getting the price down. Okay, now one thing that they've done a little differently than most aluminum-sided trailers in the industry is just how they build it. Grand Design is about going the extra mile, the extra step to sustainability in the quality of the product as you own it for years and years and years. So on this particular product, you'll find the siding. It's got almost like a texture. They've put a thicker paint on it, but it's got very much a texture, a satin finish, they call it. Okay, it's called their strong wall technology. And what they've done is, if you look down the sidewall as compared to a lot of other aluminum-sided trailers, you'll find a lot of other aluminum-sided trailers, the aluminum siding bows out. Okay, and that's because it's just much, much thinner. Grand Design on the front wall of their trailer uses an 040 gauge aluminum, which is extremely thick and durable. And then on the side wall, they use an 030 gauge aluminum. And you'll notice that they don't, with the aluminum siding, they don't have to use a lot of hard edges to create the rigidity in the aluminum siding. It sits much more flush on the outside of the trailer, okay? One of the major benefits of this particular product is the durability and the strength of it. That aluminum, doesn't matter where you push on that outside wall, it's very, very strong. When you compare it to a lot of other aluminum-sided trailers in the industry, you go push on that, it flexes. Okay, it's just not nearly as strong, but again, that's how they get the price down. This is not an entry-level trailer. So one of the things you'll note when you go inside this particular trailer, Grand Design has really done a phenomenal job with the interiors. They haven't held back on the capacities and all of those things, which is really, really good. Also, the graphics package, they haven't held back there either. You've still got that 5-year warranty on the graphics, and they're just really doing a phenomenal job creating some really nice edgy design with their product. But again, true to form on their pass-through storage compartments, industry-leading pass-through storage compartments. One of the things to save on the price in the Transcend product, unlike the Imagine, this does not have the drop frame chassis up front. But one of the things which helped them save some money and come to the market with a less expensive trailer. But one of the things that they've done is they've radiused this front wall like this. Okay, so that really has enhanced the pass-through storage on this particular product. The other thing again though that they didn't take away is their outside utility compartment with this particular trailer. So again, you've got your, I will just show you here, your outside shower spray port. So it comes with that blue hose way over there in the corner. That just clicks right in there and you get pressurized water on the outside of your RV. You can run your fresh water line up through this porthole access here. Okay, so what this gives you the ability to do is to be able to secure your water connection here in the outside storage compartment without somebody coming up and messing with it. So you literally run your water line up through here in this porthole access. You close this lid down. This little opening right here is the perfect diameter for a 1/2-inch water line, and you just hook it up right there in your fresh water connection. But another nice thing about this particular setup is that city water fresh tank fill. So rather than having to unhook your fresh water line to fill up your fresh water tank, you can literally just divert the water. So if you're hooked up to city water, you got this valve down here like this lever's flip down here. You want to go fill up your 52-gallon fresh water capacity, you just flip that blue lever up and it will automatically fill up your fresh water tank. Makes hooking up and unhooking real easy. Battery disconnect switch, again, you won't find this on a lot of your entry-level product out in the industry, but again, not an entry-level trailer. You do get the battery disconnect switch. You'll see Grand Design has a golden thread of consistency through all of their brands, and a lot of the same componentry and their philosophies and how they build their product and all of those things are consistent, which is really good. You got your 110 plug here, coax cable for if you want to run a satellite dish, portable dish. If you're at a seasonal site and you do get cable TV at your campsite and you want to hook that up right there, you can definitely do so. The lighting in your pass-through storage is all motion sensor lighting as well, folks. So you open up that baggage door, if you have it set to motion sense, it will literally turn on. You close the door, after a certain amount of time, that light will definitely turn off. So again, true to form for Grand Design, gigantic storage compartments, utility centers, all of those things. We're just going to shoot in on the weight badge on this particular trailer. So the dry weight of this 26 RLS is 6,732 pounds dry weight. Your GVW is 8,495 pounds. And your cargo carrying capacity is 1,723 pounds. So really good capacities on this particular trailer. If you've got a 1/2-ton truck, potentially a larger SUV, depending on what you have, of course. It all depends on what you have to be able to pull, but you can definitely pull this particular trailer. Always recommend a weight distribution hitch with this product, or any travel trailer for that matter. But again, coming down the side, more detail. You've got the Furion solar charger here, so if you like the idea of having that suitcase style solar panel, you can literally just lay it out on the ground, plug it in there, and it'll charge up your batteries. I'm a big proponent or big fan of having the solar mounted right to the outside roof of your trailer, permanently mounted with the regulator, hooked up to a couple of 6-volt batteries. You got this tray here, perfect size for dual 12 volts, dual 6 volts, whatever you want to do there. We can definitely get it done here for you at Woody's RV in Leduc. Again, Grand Design, power front jack, kind of par for the course for this type of trailer to have that power jack, but they do the 20-pound propane tanks with cover, has the automatic switchover regulator on that as well. So what happens is one tank empties. If you have both tanks open, the check valve that's in the regulator will flip over and the propane will continue to flow, so your furnace doesn't quit on you in the middle of the night if that one tank gets empty. So, but again, they do the 20-pound tanks on the Transcend one. Helps it lighten up the hitch weight a little bit, but also it's really nice because up here in Canada, in Alberta particularly, we've got the propane exchange program. So 20-pound tanks are just easier to manage if you're a smaller person, not as strong. The 20-pound tank is easier to manage and very simple to change out at most of the gas stations that offer the propane services. So again, we're going to come down the sidewall here. Actually, before we do that, we're going to just shoot up underneath the trailer here. This has a fully enclosed and heated underbelly as well. So forced air heat, Grand Design, they don't do radiant heat on any of their trailers, which is really good. So no heat ducts in the floor, but again, fully enclosed, heated underbelly. They force the heat down with a heat duct down into that holding tank cavity. So real nice setup, but you can see just how clean this is. They spray foam around all of the openings where you got some plumbing and that sort of thing coming out to prevent the critters from running up inside potentially. So they're just really thinking, they're not cutting corners, and just, you know, really building a fantastic product to, you know, stand the test of time for you. On this particular product, they do use the rack and pinion slide system, tried, true, proven slide system. They've been building the rack and pinion slide system here for, you know, 20 plus years. Super simple, very easy to use. If you need to manually override it, there's a drive nut that gets pushed through the frame on the other side. You just simply put a crank handle on it and turn it, and that'll suck this slide out in. But again, Grand Design, you can just see how clean the underneaths of their slide outs are. They don't use any Darko woven fabric. They do the solid cap edge here on the side. So when this slide out's going in and out, you get some friction here. If you didn't have this and potentially a Darko woven underbelly of the slide out, what will happen over time is that Darko woven fabric will open up and exposing your wood floor to, you know, moisture intrusion and all of those things. So Grand Design's really thinking. You got the big blade bulb seal here, and then you've got a double blade seal. So what this does is this literally squeegees off the slide out as the slide out comes in. So if you got a little bit of moisture, it's rained overnight, that type of thing, you can definitely help reduce the amount of moisture coming inside the trailer when you retract the slide out. So coming down the side, I want to spend a little bit of time just on how they put this product together. So one of the things that Grand Design has done is they've done their quad seal technology. And I encourage you that when you're looking at the products in the industry, the RVs, as you're doing your shopping, we give a lot of details, lots of comparisons. We don't name names, but not all RVs are built the same. And one of the things that Grand Design has done with the Transcend is they've done their quad seal technology. There is no butyl tape on the outside of this trailer. If you're an experienced RVer, you've owned a couple of RVs, or you've been checking out some RVs, and you see these corner moldings and edges, and you see like a putty almost squeezing out from behind this corner molding, that's called butyl tape. And butyl tape has a shelf life of about 6 months. Over time, that product dries out. And that's where RVs have been famous for having moisture intrusion if you don't stay on top of that. So what Grand Design has done is they've really eliminated that potential weak spot for moisture intrusion on your RV. They do the quad seal. So what this does, if you were to pull this aluminum extrusion, this corner molding off, you would find several different sealants. So one, they use what they call a Mylar tape seal. The Mylar tape seal they use on all of their products. It's replaced butyl tape. It doesn't dry out, it doesn't shrink, it doesn't crack. It is an unbelievable sealing product that Grand Design has been using for years and years now. The other thing that they do on the Transcend, because you've got some ridges and you know, openings, or not openings, but gaps and stuff like that make it a little more difficult versus what you'd get with a fiberglass wall, they do a double PVC foam tape just to help seal in where you've got these crevices and grooves and stuff. And then what they do is they put on this cap edge. So this cap edge goes on in behind this corner, or this cap here. There's a whole bunch of screws that basically secures that on. And then they do what they call their silicone cap seal. So you've got basically four different sealing products to help seal in the exterior of this trailer, and that is everywhere. Like if you look everywhere on the outside of this trailer, you will not find that butyl putty tape, and that's where a lot of manufacturers can save cost by using one seal. And it's very inexpensive, it's very easy to put on, so it helps them build the products quicker, cheaper. But over time, what can happen is you can get moisture intrusion because that product dries out. Grand Design is taking the time, they're putting the detail into the products, spending the money, giving you the value in their products that other manufacturers just are not willing to do. So again, spent a little bit of time on that. Love for you to come down to the dealership. We can talk a lot more about that if you want to come down. We can really eyeball it for you. But again, coming around the back side of the trailer, Grand Design true to form, ladders on everything. They are coming out with the new Transcend Explorer. Does not come with the ladder, but it has the backer in it. They're doing that just simply for price. That's going to be their new entry level, and we'll shoot some videos on that when it comes out. But again, ladders on the back of this, full walk-on roof. You know, Grand Design, they want you to be able to climb up up on the roof to be able to change a roof vent. They want you to be able to climb up on top of the roof to be able to, you know, do some sealant touch-ups, you know, that type of thing. Trim a tree branch out of the way if you're parking it in the seasonal site, that type of thing, without having to pull a ladder out. Having a ladder on the back of the trailer makes it so much nicer to be able to service and maintain the, you know, the exterior of your trailer. So again, shooting on the back here, I know I'm talking a lot. Great big windows. Every single product that Grand Design builds has framed in window openings, folks. Not all RVs have framed in window openings. There are a ton of products out there to save cost and weight. They do not frame in around their window openings, especially more so on the fiberglass products. Most aluminum sided trailers do have framed in window openings, but your fiberglass products, you know, in some cases do not. So, but with Grand Design, gigantic windows. Like, that is an absolutely massive window. They're not holding back. They want to bring the outside in, really open up the interior of the trailer. But one of the things they've added is pretty par for the course nowadays. It's got the Furion pre-wire for the rear vision camera. So you can get two different types of cameras with Furion. You can get the backup camera, which is just good for backing up, or you can get the observation camera, which I would recommend, which is really good because you can have it on while you're traveling down the highway. It's really nice for changing lanes. You can see the vehicles behind you, backing up, all of those things. So again, you get the spare tire with Grand Design on the Transcend. We're just coming around on the entry side here. So this is a dual entry trailer. So you've got an entry towards the back of the RV as well as into the bedroom. So again, power awning on this particular product. Really nice. This is the Solera by Lippert. So you can literally just pull down on this arm right here, and that's going to put a tilt to that fabric. So what's nice about that is if it's raining outside and you want to divert the water off one end if it's drizzling a little bit, or if you just want to give yourself more shade coverage, you can pull down on the other arm as well, and it'll drop that awning down. With that skirt on the end of your roller tube there, you can definitely give yourself a little bit more shade and coverage and whatnot. But again, Grand Design, they try to maximize the size of awning they put on their trailers. The only way they could get a bigger awning on this is by eliminating the entry door and pushing the awning forward, or going over top of the door, which it just really, that door, if you notice on that front door, it folds completely flat and open. It's not sitting on the edge of the awning, which is really, really nice. So again, triple entry step with Grand Design. They do triple entry steps on most of their products. They're not holding back. Lend a hand grab handle. I'm just going to point this out to you. So this is the value that you get with Grand Design, that when you look at this particular product, yes, it's got aluminum siding on it. It's, again, not an entry-level trailer, but you can see triple entry step at both doors, and they give you the lend-a-hand grab handle on both doors. So a lot of manufacturers, that's where they're going to hold back. One, you may not get a lend-a-hand grab handle. I don't know if you can see that lend-a-hand grab handle over there, one here. Or what they'll do on the steps is they'll give you a triple step at the back and then a two-step at the front, you know, just to help save costs. Grand Design, they're keeping it consistent all the way through the lines. So again, wider entry doors. I encourage anybody coming out to look at an RV, bring a measuring tape with you. Let's measure some doors. Let's measure the height of the door and just do some comparisons. When you're out going from dealership to dealership, you will notice a difference if you're into that and having a look at those types of things. So again, Grand Design using the Dexter towing system. So that's a Dexter axle, 5-year warranty, has the never adjust brakes, easy lube hubs. So there's a cap that comes off the end of that hub right there, and you can cycle in the new grease. What it does is there's a cylinder down the center. It shoots the new grease in, and it cycles the old grease back around the front of out the end of the grease gun. So around the end of the grease gun. So you can literally do your own wheel bearing repack right in your own driveway without having to spend a pile of money to have a dealer do it. Very, very good system, as well as you have the Westlake Lion's Head tire, which gives you that 5-year warranty, 12 months, no questions asked replacement if the issue that you're having falls within that warranty guidelines. So really good running system on this that Grand Design uses. I'm just going to show you, see this little porthole access right here? That's that drive nut. I don't know if you can see that through the hole there. Yeah. So that's the drive nut. So what that does is if you're, run out of battery power, your motor fails or what have you, you can put a crank handle through this little hole here onto that drive nut right through on the frame rail there and just simply crank in that rack and pinion slide system. Very, very simple. You will find Grand Design does not use cable slides on any of their products. We can talk about more of that if you want to slide by the dealership. We can show you some examples of some of the pitfalls with those cable slides. But again, Grand Design, they're spending the extra money, giving you the extra value for the long-term use. We invest a lot of money in these RVs as RVers. We're enthusiasts ourselves, and we just want something that's going to, you know, stand the test of time and hold up your investment. So, and Grand Design's thinking of those things. Talk about it, 625-pound hitch weight on this trailer, which is really nice, 32 feet in length, tank capacities, 52 gallons fresh. Fantastic. 78 gallons gray, so you've got a gray tank for your bathroom and for your kitchen combined to give you that 78 gallons gray. 39 black tank. So unbelievable tank capacities. We'll jump up on the furnace and the hot water heater here in a second. Your R values, so R40 in your roof, R9 in your sidewall, R9 in your floor. Grand Design on the Transcend, they still give you the 35,000 BTU furnace. That is the same size furnace you get in a 42-foot Solitude, folks. Okay, when they buy more of the bigger furnaces, they can buy them cheaper, but in a Transcend, which helps get that price down for you, you still get that great big furnace. The other thing, your hot water heater, gas and electric. A lot of manufacturers, to save money, they'll pull the electric side of it out. So it's just a 6-gallon tank. This particular hot water heater with gas and electric on at the same time, you get 17.8 gallon quick recovery rate on your hot water heater, so you can actually have a decent shower. Why? One, you've got a wicked fresh water capacity, 52 gallons, and your gray capacity, 78 gallons. So if you're boondocking, you can still have a decent shower, folks. Grand Design's really thinking here. We're just going to shoot up underneath here again. You do have the barbecue quick connect here on the end, so you can plug in that portable fire pit. I don't know if you can see that little piece right there. Right there, we'll shoot in on that. You can plug in your portable fire pit to that, your portable barbecue, your range, what have you. They give you that access. And again, we'll just shoot around here, giving you a real good shot of that undercarriage of the trailer. We'll come back over here. Love giving the detail. The other thing, I'm looking for the fresh water tank drain. So Grand Design uses a gate valve on their fresh water tanks for all their products, that you won't find a half-inch water line with a cap that you got to get on your back to unscrew. So you see that T-handle right there, you just reach up underneath there if you got water that you want to dump out of your fresh water tank before you head home after a wicked camping trip. Just pull that T-valve and that fresh water tank will drain real fast for you. So again, detailed video here on this Transcend 26 RLS by Grand Design at Woody's RV in Leduc, Alberta, Canada. Love this product. One of the things you'll find with the Transcend, folks, is they've gone to a lighter interior. So if you're looking at a Imagine and you're like, it's a little too dark for my taste, the Transcend jumps in quite nicely. They've gone to a real nice, real high-end interior, solid wood cabinet doors. All of those things. But one of the things I really like about this layout, folks, this is they've been building the rear lounges for years and years and years, and historically what you've seen is 2 chairs at the back. You've seen, when you walk in your entry door, you've seen your kitchen right here, with a sink, and then you kind of come around and then you've got, the rest of your kitchen and whatnot. So what Grand Design has done, similar to a 2800 BH or a 2600 RB in the Imagine lineup, what they've done is they've changed it up. So couch at the back. So what's nice about that is that if you've got 2 chairs at the back, you're always moving these chairs around and having to muscle them around, and they bounce around at the back of the trailer as you're towing it. Okay, smashing into your walls, your window, treatments and all of those things, and the chairs get chewed up a whole bunch more. Okay, so what they've done is the trifold couch at the back, which makes into a great bed. Lots of walk space around that bed to still get in and out of the trailer. You get the nights or the table stands or side tables on either side of that couch. Great big window. That couch is fastened to the floor, so you don't have to worry about it sitting there bouncing up and down as you're going down those bumpy roads and whatnot. The other thing that they've done on the slide out, because this is a super slide, okay, they've gone to the theater seating here. So there's really no movable chairs. That theater seating is fixed to the floor as well. But the cool thing about this is it's directly across from your entertainment system. Okay, so you've got your DVD player, you got your LED television with pantries below, and we'll open those up here in a second. But what's beautiful about the flow of this trailer is you don't have chairs bouncing. It's easy to get in and out of the trailer, especially when you're traveling. So by pushing the kitchen sink all the way forward as opposed to here beside the entry door, what that gives you is that when this slide out is fully retracted, it comes up to the edge of the kitchen counter. You can walk in, you can hit the Walmart parking lot as you're heading out of town. You can access your pantry. We'll just open this up for you. Show this to you. Great big pantry. Fantastic pantry. Okay? You can access your refrigerator. Storage beneath. You can access your oven and range. You can access all the storage for your kitchen sink. You want to grab a drink from the fridge, you can do it. You want to come in and make a sandwich, you can do it. Grab a bag of chips, do whatever. Okay, because in most products that have the sink right here by the entry door, their typical rear lounge, the slide out comes up typically up to the edge of the kitchen counter on this end, which makes it a lot more difficult to be able to access your kitchen and the facilities as you're using the trailer when you're getting, you know, on route to your campsite. So a ton of flexibility. If you live in town, you got your trailer parked on the side of the street, loading and unloading the trailer is just so much nicer. And one of the things, the slide out does cover the entry door going into the bathroom. However, you do still get that door going into your bedroom from the other side to access your bathroom as you're traveling. So full access with this particular floor plan, folks, which is absolutely fantastic. So when I ordered this product in, I optioned in the freestanding dinette. So that's an option that you can get with this particular floor plan, folks. We can get a booth dinette in this if you'd so prefer to have the secondary sleeping arrangement. I like the trifold as the bed if you need more sleeping. If you like the idea of having, there's like a lot of flexibility to get in and out of these chairs. You know, you do a double, stack blow up air bladder on the floor, and you can sleep a couple extra people that way as well if you prefer the freestanding dinette. But one of the things, windows on the ends of the slide outs. Great big window at your dinette, great big window here behind your theater seating. So really, really good. They're not holding back from that perspective at Grand Design. So anyway, shooting here into the kitchen, you'll find Grand Design, they lower their cabinets down. They're adding the value. Some manufacturers, to save cost, they'll raise the cabinets up. And then they'll eliminate the shelf inside. Grand Design, they drop them down. So if you're a little bit, not as tall as somebody else, to be able to access that storage above your kitchen sink, you've got the dual shelves. So if you didn't have a shelf here, you're probably only going to fill it up to a third, and then you got all this wasted space above it. So what Grand Design does, they drop it down, give you the shelf so you can add more stuff in, which is awesome. But note, solid wood framing on these doors. This has the tempered glass inserts, mortise and tenon joint. It's not a picture frame cut, that's a finger groove joint there, so it's a much stronger cabinet door. A Grand Design, again, they're not doing the paper wrapped doors that you find in a lot of the other products out there that manufacturers are using. The size of their drawers, nice routed edge, all plywood construction with this ball bearing drawer glide, very sturdy, nice and deep. So they're just going the extra mile, which is really good. Nice pots and pans drawer here for you underneath your oven and range, which is good. And then you've got storage underneath your kitchen sink. One of the things Grand Design does, they want to help you. They want to come alongside you, so they put a great big colored sticker there for winterization, for how to winterization, normal operation, all of those things. They're not just letting you guess away at it. They're putting that on there just to help guide you when it comes to winterizing and de-winterizing your trailer, which is real nice. Again, Surfex countertops, they're using that golden thread of consistency that you see with Grand Design. It's the same style of countertop that you'd find in the bathroom of a Solitude, let's say. It's a one-piece countertop. It's sealed. One of the things that they do is they do the under counter mount sink, stainless steel. We call this the farm style sink because it's one big basin. They toyed around with it, whether to go to a 50-50 split, 60-40 split. They felt the big basin was great. If you don't want to fill that up and it uses a lot of water, but you want to have the dunk tank, just get a Rubbermaid container, drop it in there. Works really, really good. But what's nice about this sink is it holds big dinner plates. It holds your big pot, your big pans and pots and that sort of thing. So unlike a lot of the smaller sinks in the industry, and then you've got the pull down faucet here for spraying things off also. So tons and tons of counter space. You've got the glass oven top, range top here. So real nice look. They're just really doing it right. DNA item for Grand Design. I mentioned it outside. No heat ducts on the floor. Okay, Grand Design in this particular product uses a marine grade one-piece floor. There is no seams in this floor. Okay, folks? You're like, well, how do you get that done? Okay, well, they get shipped in on these great big massive trucks. This is the case for their Solitudes, full body reflections, fifth wheels, all of those things. This is a one-piece floor. A lot of manufacturers, folks, over time, you go look at some used RVs out there, you're walking through, some manufacturers use plywood in their floors, and they'll use maybe a tongue and groove or just a butt seam or whatever. But typically what you would have with a plywood floor is you would get, 4x8 sheet. This is an 8-foot wide trailer. So they run the sheet 8 feet wide, and then every 4 feet you have a seam. Okay, the disadvantage to that is that over time what can happen is the trailer's flexing and stressing as it's going down the road, things loosen up, that type of thing. You can develop a squeak in their floor. So what Grand Design has done is they've, underneath this vinyl decking here, Conglolium flooring, which comes with a fantastic warranty, by the way, you have a one-piece floor. There is no seams in this floor whatsoever. So the chances of developing a squeak are greatly reduced. It's just, they're really thinking, the structural integrity of the trailer Grand Design's really putting together. But again, no heat ducts in the floor. There's not a groove cut in the middle of your floor, which potentially could sacrifice the, integrity of the floor over time. But typically when you see heat ducts in the floor, folks, when they say winterized or heated tanks, what heats the tanks is the radiant heat off of that heat plenum is what they call it. Okay, radiant heat or heat loss. Grand Design, they port their heat ducts through their cabinetry. Okay, so you get that great big 35,000 BTU furnace, but a forced duct, so a heat duct that forces heat down into that holding tank cavity. So you have a much stronger floor, less chance of squeaks developing over time. You don't have that big groove over, cut down the middle of your floor, which, as time progresses, you can develop soft spots over top of that heat plenum, all of those things. So they're just really thinking about how they're putting the product together. I know I keep saying that, but I just like to reinforce it, because a lot of times when you go and look at RVs out there, a lot of them, they all look really, really good, but they're not all put together the same, and that's where Grand Design shines. So this has the flow-through bathroom on it. It's a great big bathroom. It's 8 feet wide and about 3.5, 4 feet deep through the trailer. So you get tons of counter space with this particular trailer. If you'll see in the bathroom, you get the shelves, the storage underneath here to be able to tuck some things out of the way. You get the corner vanity here. So they're really doing a good job. Again, par for the course for Grand Design from a feature perspective, I guess, if you want to call it that. You see a lot of similarities between floor plan to floor plan to floor plan, because they can create a lot of quality, control strengths with that. So this is a very common bathroom setup that you see in the Imagines and that type of thing in Transcends, but you get the nice towel rack here on the one side of the shower, so you can roll up your towels, stack them in there. You get a great big shower here as well with the Nautilus shower curtain. It's fully retractable. What's cool about this is that as you shower in there, of course, this is going to get wet. You just push this out. This slides back in. Literally, this squeegees off any potential moisture that's sitting on that, and it literally diverts that moisture back down into that shower pan. So it's mold, mildew resistant, all of those things, versus what you would typically see with a fabric or plastic shower curtain that when you jump in, the static electricity on you shrink wraps right around you. It's kind of a pain. So a couple extra towel hooks here, that sort of thing. So no heat ducts on the floor again, so you don't have to worry about that toilet or gray tank backflowing on you and that stuff going down your vents. 60 by 80 residential queen size bed. You see residential beds in all of the Grand Design products. Storage up underneath as well, so you can do your laundry hampers down there for dirty clothes, that type of thing. That's what we do when we go camping. What's nice about the queen size bed, folks, 60 wide, 80 long, is that if the mattress isn't suited to your sleeping style, you can change out the mattress at any time. Or that what's nice about it also is those fitted sheets you get from Bed Bath Beyond or wherever fit around there real nice. You don't have to worry about them things bagging up and hanging down like the short mattresses that you see in the industry. So lots of storage here in the bedroom. USB connections on the one side. There's your exit door from the bedroom, so you can sneak in at night if you got some people sleeping in the living area. Night shades on all the windows. So again, I've thrown a ton of information at you folks. Love for you to come by our dealership here at Woody's RV World in Leduc, Alberta, Canada. We're 15 minutes south of Edmonton. We're getting a lot of calls off these videos. We're getting a lot of people checking us out, coming out. We'd love to show you our dealership. We're a little boutique dealership trying to do the best that we possibly can for our customers. Check out our reviews. Google star, do a Google review on us. Check us out. Those are organically created reviews by our customers who have chosen to do business with us here, and we're just working real hard to do the best we possibly can so that you enjoy the RV lifestyle as much as you possibly can. So again, thank you. It's a happy new year to everybody that's watched this video. We're into 2019 now and excited for what's going to hold. Lots of things to be thankful for. So again, Clayton Phillips, Woody's RV World, Leduc, Alberta, Canada, shooting a detailed video on the 26 RLS Transcend by Grand Design. Thanks for your time. Take care.